a new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city, you probably wouldn't make it. Oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertip like I'm Thanos, knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made, walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser, I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's heard, we eating, talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad, pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab, pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the band, young Chris a king, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great, I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake, I got extras on the plate, I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't
Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's a special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Vikings taking on the New York Giants.
Now we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. It's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets.
Jones looking to throw it on the first play. And his first pass is incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. He'll take it at the 42. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They start the drive with Cook, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Cook again. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Jonathan Bullard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing, Jones. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now Jones. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Dalvin Tomlinson gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. As we count down through the final few weeks of the season, these guys have nothing to sweat about. They've clinched the top spots of the road to the Super Bowl. It runs through them.
And there's a natural inclination here, partner, to say, okay, a lot of guys aren't going to play down the stretch. We've clinched. We're ready to go. But there's another part where you say, let's show the league why we're the #1 team. Maybe you intimidate someone. Maybe you dissuade them from thinking that they can beat you in the playoffs by going out and being really impressive down the stretch.
Absolutely, and you want to take momentum into the playoffs. There's also pride on the line for these guys individually.
Yeah, momentum and pride. Yeah, I'd make room for them and put them both in uniform.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off play action. Rich. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Rich being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Williams gets to him well behind the line of scrimmage. That is a loss of 17 yards. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. And New York set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. A check on Breida's numbers from last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On 1st and 10, Rich. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Off the bootleg, Rich. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Cook is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Rich. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
The kick by Joseph is good, and that will make it 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll find Hodgins there, complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A run between the tackles with Breida. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. Jones off the play fake. And that one complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Jones now throwing on first down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So if you like field goals, you've come to the right spot. We've had 3 so far.
Well, this is a football game, right?
It is.
You like that one, huh? You like where I went with that? How about that one?
I like it.
Okay, but hey, let's face it. In this game right now, both defenses have responded well. They're trying to hold the line on this. You just wonder if anyone can break through with a touchdown and put some pressure on their opposition.
And now out comes Minnesota. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rich, open here, Adam Thielen. So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now. Back to throw. Rich. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards, the final tally.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And some room to maneuver. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On first down, Rich. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved. And that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Now Jones on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Dalvin Tomlinson, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This complete to the former Longhorn Marcus Johnson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
On first down, here's Breida. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it with Brightwell. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Back to throw. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Breida, they'll go up the middle. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Looking to throw. Jones. Touchdown, Giants! Will Dissly, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have moved out in front. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that will make this a 4-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 at the 26-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rich. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing on 1st down. Rich. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And he'll work this down inside the 30. First down. Here's the run with Cook. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. To throw on 2nd down. Rich. He finds his man. Complete. It's Osborne. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jalen Reagor, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have retaken the lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the drive was polished off on the touchdown catch by Jalen Reagor. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The New York set to take the field. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter two, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us, because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out. And so far, they have started to do so.
Those three words we hear a lot: stay the course. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long, and that is incomplete. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Returnable here from the 38. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the 1st down. Throwing to start the drive. Rich. Open man. He's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Looking to throw. Rich. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rich. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Back to throw again. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Jones throw here pulled in by Galladay. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This is Breida on the draw. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Jones on 3rd and 2. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. A final shot before break. Rich finding Hockenson here on the out route. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins as they'll take on the always tough Green Bay Packers. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Denver Broncos. Then on Sunday night, wrap up your Christmas day with a great one in the NFC. The Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern Time. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers, because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. From the gun on third down. Rich out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, Rich. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Off the play fake, Rich. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll look to throw again. It quickly to Thielen here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Looking to throw. Rich. Throw caught there by Osborne. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rich. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. So the completion good for just 3.